and welcome back to another episode of Astroneer. This is Elucidus here. I'm hoping you're having a great day. My day is pretty awesome. So I've been working on getting more and more resin, and I guess I'm getting close to the core of the planet because I found some Astronium. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to see where we go, how we end up, and try to find the exact center. Maybe I can float. I don't know. We'll find out. Might bring the drill down. I actually brought a car down, as you can see up here, because it's just taken so long to get back and forth. So I was hoping that would speed things up. But as you can see, we're pretty close. We're floating. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Alright, I'll be right back. And I just got my first Astronium, and it fell into the world. Because I was like this. It's gone. It's nowhere to be found. It's down there somewhere. Alrighty, well. So much for researching it. I'll be right back. Alright, so apparently a couple of my little clips did not record any audio, so I apologize for that. I did get all the replacement parts for my CPU cooler, so I'm gonna take a break and maybe take care of that. I'll be right back. Alright, well, I'm back. What am I back from, you may ask? Well, I just got done switching out the cooler on my CPU. It probably won't have a noticeable difference, but the temperature is definitely cooler, so that's nice. It took longer, way longer than I was anticipating, but that's because I ran into some things. Oh, I forgot to probably need to move this across. So one of the things I ran into was the what is it called? I'm sorry, most of the fans on the top of my case, I have a pretty big case, they were all pointed, they were all blowing air out, and some of the fans on the bottom were doing the same. I basically had one fan blowing in, which explains why my SSD was running so hot for so long, I think. This should be enough right here. So figured I'd take one of the back fans, the one at the top, and move it back. Yeah, we're not going to go that way. Sorry, Bubba. I'm going this way. So I ran that one, flipped it around. That wasn't a big deal. But then the cooler they sent has two fans on it instead of one. So it didn't fit where I originally had put it. That was the first thing I was going to say, and I forgot. So it didn't fit where I was going to put it. So what happened was I had to find a way to get it on there. So I ended up cutting a hole through the screen in the top and running it up there, because since it's a solid system, I can't run it through the holes that the normal pipes would go through, or whatever you want to call them, hoses. Because I can't just run a hose and connect it on the other side. I have to run a hose and then go all the way through, and since I can't do that, I have to do it the funky way. And so excuse me, man, ugh. I won't need that for now. Grab another one of these. So I basically made a spot for the hoses to come out, and had it come out the top. But when I did that, one of the fans, the wire to connect to the header, is not long enough. So then I was like, all right, let me splice a wire in there. So I did that, and I cut one of the wires a little too short. I was hoping it was going to be enough. It was not enough. That fan is not actually spinning. The thing's keeping cool right now. We'll see what happens when I render, because that really puts a taxation on, because it just goes at full power for all the cores. Everything's going at full for about 2 hours usually for the quality I do it. So we'll see what happens with that, but as of now it's running fine. It's actually running cooler than the air cooler was, so that's not bad. I know a lot of people wonder, why would you put a water cooler on and this and that. I think it's fun. I'm a tinkerer by trade. Well, not really trade, I guess, but that's how I got into computers, and it is my job, so I was a IT technician at first, and then I became a cybersecurity guy. So that's my trade. So I am a tinkerer. But it's just, yeah, the fan, I guess the spliced wire didn't have enough contact, so it didn't transfer enough over, so the fan doesn't spin, so yay. But the other fan spins, and then I figured since I had that spot where it used to be open, I would find another fan and put that in. But there's nothing for that fan to actually screw into. So I was like, alright. So then I had to jerry-rig that and get that thing going, which I did. Man, resin going fast. So I got that up, spun around, it's spinning, it's working. I didn't have to. It was just connecting it that was the jerry rigging. I didn't have to actually connect the or jerry rig its physical connection to the header. So that put me way behind. Now another reason I didn't have a video yesterday, which is my goal, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I like to have a video up, is because I started recording a game called The Swapper. It's a puzzle game, little fun little game, but as I got to the end of it, I realized the last half of the video is just blank. I mean, it has all the sound, and it's actually recorded video, but it's not actually a video. It's just like a logo. Just the logo on the last half of it. There's nothing there. So yeah, that was kind of a failure. So I'm just trying to finish that off. So yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to get that video up. It was a fun little puzzle game, you know. It's from 2015. It's not new. I just hadn't really played it much, and I thought it was cute. Figured people might like watching it. It's kind of like a cross between a Metroidvania game and like a Portal type game. So it was fun, but at the same time, I can't do anything with it because if I'm gonna have to struggle recording and getting real video, it's not gonna be worth it. So tomorrow we will probably do another one of these, or I may do one with the guy I was playing with, where we just started our base and got up to the North Pole. Like, we didn't research nothing. It's kind of fun, but we got to make sure his mic's working and all that stuff. So yeah, this isn't exactly straight, but shh, don't tell anyone. Oh, hello, rock. You're just right in the way. I don't like it. Yeah, see, it's a little crooked. Shh, don't tell anyone. Alright, let me bring my car up. This is what I've been doing for a while, but the reason it took me so long to get this resin is because I kept digging deeper and deeper into the core. And that's just, I mean, at first it's okay, but it's just not efficient after a while. I tried bringing a car. The car ran out of power before I could get back up. I need some of these. So that didn't work. Then I tried a bigger car, and it couldn't get up. Then I tried, what was it? I put a bunch of batteries on it. Basically, I had no extra space for the car. It was all batteries, just to get me to the top. And even then, sometimes I didn't make it if the car flipped over or something. Because when you get down there and you're trying to drive, I had some steep hills. The car just kind of gives you the finger. It's like, no, we can't go that high. I'm not really paying attention. It doesn't matter. I can move it. I'll make it look like it was straight, right? Sure, we'll do that. Here, we'll make it look good. Let me take the seat off my vehicle. This is how you cheat, because I didn't actually place it down. You don't have to place it down to get the marker for it. You just can't use it for much of anything. So the first thing I'm going to do is move this car. Alright, we're going to put this car up here. Whoa, hello. That'll work. I mean, that's not great, but maybe the rock will keep it in place. So the car's connected, so then you pick this guy up. You plop him down. I like the door to be facing somewhere out, not wherever the hose is. That'd be weird, but it works. There you go. Plop that guy down and connect that guy. Boom. See, it's easy. You don't have to get it perfect. See, now it looks like I got it pretty perfect. If I just went straight the whole time, it would have looked like I got it perfect. I do got to connect this guy. Well, I got power left. It's okay. So now I think we only got one more. Oh, I need my seat back. So I think we only got. I think that's the original base. So we're almost there. But I think we're gonna probably do this in the other game. There's not much else to do other than go to the core, and I think it'd just be easier and more fun to do with somebody else. So I may do that. Let's go here. I hear robots talking in the background. That's kind of scary. Oh, that might be in the way a little bit. Move the car a little. Let's go, let's go. I did have fun doing it, but it just became monotonous after a while going up and down. I spent way more time going up and down the area than I did actually. Come on, car. Now you're just still in the way. Than I did actually collecting the resources. I collected them in about 2 minutes, and then boom, I had to go back up. And it took 10 minutes to get up, 10 minutes to get down. It was getting kind of ridiculous. So I'm almost there. I'll be there in a second, and I'll be back. So I was connected to one of the things, and then a storm came, and I guess it pushed the vehicle, so it came disconnected. That was cute. So I guess I'm just gonna float here for a little bit as the storm blows by. Be right back. We're almost there. And now I can barely see where I'm trying to go. At least the clouds are blowing by. Let's go. We're getting there. We're almost there. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get there though. Like, yay, I got there. Now I can power a base that I abandoned a long time ago. But you know, whatever. It's a challenge. I'll be right back. Alright, well I have discovered an issue. Now that it's this long, I guess. Every time it switches, the game gets kind of crapped out. So as you can see, every time it switches, the game kind of jumps. That's frustrating. Let me move away. Alright, we'll go over here. Now I can run normal. Go all the way back to my car. I guess I'll get in there and move it to the end of this line here. Oh, don't connect. Oh, it jumped to the car. Does it jump every time it switches? Oh, the car's not even connected. So does that mean no matter where I go, what I do on this planet, hopefully just on this planet, all of the... Anytime I connect to a power, it's gonna jump? That's annoying. I'm gonna have to test that when I get back to the original base and see if that does it when I connect to it. Oh, apparently I went down into a little hill. Oh, this will be fun to get out of. I'll be back. Wait, I'm floating. Oh, look at that. It's on top of... Really? There we go. Now it's not floating anymore. Come on. Oh, we are floating again. What is going on? Oh, we're stuck on this over here. Really? It's just got to jump up in the air like that? Let's clear this out. Make it nice and flat. And then work our way up. Here we go. Alright, let's go up this hill. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright, come on. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. There we go. No more holes to fall in, I hope. I don't think I can pull him out. Why is it going backwards, dude? I'm not facing backwards. Really? Oh, we're gonna fall backwards now. Come on. She's stuck on this rock right here. Come on, man. It ain't rocket science. There we go. There we go. Alright. So when I get back to the original base, I'm going to test this out and see if anywhere I connect it jumps like that. But it seems like this whole thing is just a waste of an idea anyway. Good thing I know that now, so I don't try that on the new game. Alright. We'll be back. Or I'll be back. Alright, we're here. The last one has been placed. But, as you can see, even though it's not connected, every time I connect to another one, it gets all stupid. So, that knocks this whole idea out of yeah, it's no good. So, while I can connect it and power the entire base, like that, it doesn't really mean anything because I can't do anything with it. Because now every time I move around, it gets all stupid. So, I wonder if it affects other planets. I'm going to test that in possibly the last episode of this series. Maybe I'll test that when I go back to the base. I'm going to head back, launch into the space, land, and see how it connects to another habitat. I got habitats back at the other base. And that will be the end of the episode. So I will be right back. Alright, so we're back at the base, and we're going to launch. Alright, so we need the last takeoff here. Come on, let's go. And scroll out, and there's the moon. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this works. Alright, so on the off chance that this actually works, I'm going to see if I can find the pole where I can get sunlight from on the moon all the time, but I don't know that that's even possible. Alright, so we're going to see. Alright, it looks like there is no landing spot near there, so I'll just pick the closest one. Okay, so I landed, and I got stuck in the ship. So we're gonna plant one of these little bastards down. And we're gonna switch. No, it still does it. It still causes a problem with it. Wow. Maybe it's just me. But it wasn't doing that at the beginning of the episode, so I'm thinking it's because I have too many of the nodes. Yeah, so this will probably spell the end of this series. But I'll start one up with my friend, and we'll get a little bit going. Probably once a week or so, maybe twice a week we'll have something. And then maybe I'll start some Ark. I did notice that Pugnacia now has the Aberration dinos, and I played Aberration Vanilla and a little bit modded, but I'd like to be flying around a Rock Drake and have some of those new dinos in the regular. Maybe I'll play on Ragnarok or something. I think that'll be fun. So maybe I'll start that up to replace this, and I'll have a joint one with a friend of mine. Alright, well thank you for joining me, and if you liked the video, please like and subscribe or share or whatever you want to do. Have a wonderful day. Elucidus out.